I've been waiting.
Of course, please go. Or if you have like a mogogo, you know.
Oranges do real things.
Real food do real things when they're seated.
We're having an orange from our friend Chris's
farm
in Kenya. Excuse me while I get this adjusted. Okay.
Look out for the amazing interview that he gave us.
Oh yeah, the interview was slapping. Fire.
You'll want to tune in and listen to this.
Fire. No doubt.
Yeah. Hey, Tacones.
Tacones, we're in this place called Occasion Baked with Love. It's a restaurant, or no, I'll say like a cafe, yeah. Got some good confectionaries, bakeries, and they serve hot food and coffee, tea, milk, honey, iced tea, meat. This is the day 4 wrap-up vlog.
Recap.
And let's see.
Allow me to share my orange with you, my love. Enjoy. That's delicious.
Okay, I'm up full. Thank you.
You can pay a lot more than that. See, this is what it's like when you eat real food and you're constantly having to pull out the seeds. Seeds are how food grows. Foods are how people also
How people
come
grow.
to be, how they grow. Seedless should worry all of us. So yeah, so we're going to do this little recap. Yesterday was Tuesday. Yesterday morning we still both woke up pretty tired, to be honest. Because we were dealing with still more of the aftermath of what happened to us on Sunday night. We were also piecing together sort of more of what transpired between us and our tour guide. So there was just a lot. It was a morning of reckoning, but the reckoning really began obviously from Sunday evening, went all day Monday, well into Monday night. We had our friend Chris come over Monday night. He was on a layover on his way to New York. We did a phenomenal interview, which we mentioned to you guys. So if it's not yet posted, stay tuned. Yeah, and then it continued to be a day of reckoning for us as we continued to sort of make revelations as the day would go on. But yesterday was technically our first day really just being solo, just Ishé and I, because we didn't meet up with family yesterday. We weren't being taken out by a tour guide. So it was a peaceful day. It was a peaceful day. We had kind of set up that day to be like a free day for us because we needed it. Sorry. Det här är en tjugerill. Ja, This is Jones's brekkie. It's basically Gâteau with honey, which is something that Ethiopia does. I first was exposed to it. We were first exposed to it actually on YouTube, and could not wait to come out here.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
I was just telling them we couldn't wait to try this when we came out here, and this is going to be the first time that he tries it. I'm actually going to wait and try it elsewhere because there's a version at another restaurant where they use af, which is the grain that's indigenous to Ethiopia. So when they make this with af, it's gluten-free. When it's made with flour, it's not, so I'm going to abstain. But it looks incredible, I'm not going to lie. So basically, it's a bread that some people will make with other people with flour or different variations and combinations. And it's just a little bit of water and sea salt, and then you kind of like, you can pound it out, mix it all together, and then you get your hands in there and kind of pound it out. And then you lay it like a flatbread on a hot surface, so it could be like a badella, which is how we say pan, Tigrinya Napari, badella. It's actually an Italian word.
Can I eat?
Go ahead, of course, yeah.
I've been waiting.
Of course, please go. Or if you have like a mogogo, or a wok or something like that, you would just, any flat hot surface, and that's how you cook it. It's really bread. And then they break it out into small pieces. They add ghee, right? They mix it up, and then Ethiopia cleverly added the honey, so it's like a sweet and savory. It's more like a sweet and spicy, to be honest. Even though I've not tasted it, because this would be spicy without it. Sorry, without the honey. So I'm assuming it's sweet and spicy, which is kind of cool. When you say, ooh, here come the babies.
Yeah. Oh.
Is it Italian?
Esprit.
Oh, I thought Esprit. No, it's Umma. No?
Yeah, it's on.
Is it Umma? Oh, okay. Alright. Intay mango, gele?
No, bunna.
Oh, Esprit. Dessert fruta. I thought it was mango, papaya.
Esprit.
Ah, okay. Well, I guess we got two
Any
drinks.
pasta?
Mozzumale? Zumma.
Tsoma.
Yeah, zumma. Tay,
Tsoma.
Intay allo mango wala
Yilla, tsoma.
yella? Is it fasting fish? Alright, okay. Thank you. So, is that, ooh, have you tasted it?
Yeah. I'm going to eat when you're talking.
Tell us.
You don't hear me.
Sure,
You don't hear me talking.
sure,
No, it's very good.
sure.
It's crunchy, and it's soft, and it's sweet, and it's spicy. This is good. All right, you're gonna have to get back.
Can we go to Romina so I can try it too?
So Romina has the CHECHEBSA.
Yeah, they have the gluten-free version, basically.
Chips ahoy!
Yeah. But I was just telling them that yesterday was our first day alone. It was also still a day of reckoning. We both kind of woke up tired because Monday night we had a really late night with our friend Chris. And still just kind of piecing all the things that transpired on Sunday for us. So we were both, up late Monday night going into Tuesday. He was more rested than I was, definitely. Tuesday morning I was pretty destroyed because I was up like till 4 a.m. on Tuesday morning. But today I feel like a human being, guys. Last night we actually had, because yesterday we were solo dolo, we didn't have a tour guide and we weren't with family. We kind of dictated our own terms, and that was really nice. We, before I get into what we actually did, we made sure that we got home nice and early in the evening. We had a nice evening at home, and we went to bed nice and early and woke up today rested. So it took us up until now to finally adjust, but we did. But back to yesterday morning, so we woke up tired, and then Ishé had it on his mind to have Mexican. First thing he said to me yesterday morning when I woke up was, "Can we have Chinese or Indian today?"
I don't know why I had this craving. I just wanted some, I wanted some Indian food or something. I don't know. But I do remember saying that. And then when I was looking for other places, I saw a Mediterranean place. I was like, oh, maybe we should do this. But then I said, nope. I already said Indian. So continue with that. I'm glad we did. It was good.
It was good. But that's what he said. And then he'd also found a coffee place, like a patisserie place called Enrico Bakery and Cafe, which was kind of close to the telecommunications center that we needed to go. So we were sort of en route to that. We popped into another cafes en route. But our plan was to go to Enrico and also to top up his SIM card. It ended up being that we went to top up his SIM card, which was pretty seamless, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seamless.
It only cost
1,000 birr for a month package.
yeah, it was like $18.
Yeah, for a month-long package. So
The actual
you're here
SIM
for a
card
month,
was
that's
like
right.
50 cents.
Yeah.
That seemed normal to me.
And by the way, that $18 is for unlimited.
Yeah,
He's
unlimited
Yeah, he's getting unlimited everything.
for 1 month.
Yeah.
So, this guy, I don't know, imagine like having pancakes or French toast with honey and spices, if that makes sense. It don't make sense, but it tastes good. I don't know why. I would never thought to put these together unless I was like, kind of,
I see. Did you all pick up what he was putting down? But basically, did it meet your expectations from all the anticipation due to the YouTube vlogs that we had been watching beforehand? Yeah?
I'd only seen this on YouTube and I couldn't wait to try it.
So what do you rank it out of 10?
Breakfast-wise, like breakfast food. Oh, it's definitely, well, the taste. I'm gonna rate it 8 out of 10.
Okay.
8 out of 10. Almost a 10.
I feel confident I can make this at home.
Oh, we don't see because you got a lot of stuff to do when you get back. Got to work on making that beer.
Why do I remind you that my cousin is a stay-at-home wife? Okay.
With no excuse. No.
I'm kidding. No, I think I could make this for us. It shouldn't be. It's not very hard. I know. You think Coco would like it?
Yeah.
Even though he's anti-spice right now.
Yeah, but with the honey, he's like,
It's white. It's like that.
oh, all right. But yeah, what we like about the area and Ethiopia in general is there's cafes and coffee shops everywhere. I mean, even if it's just somebody on the street serving it every corner,
Yeah.
we got no issues.
Never.
We can always find something we like to eat or drink.
We are never more than a few meters away from a place or a service. Someone who's providing a service either on the corner of a street or at an actual cafe in terms of food and beverages. I actually posed the question to Ishé yesterday. Do you think per capita there might be more cafes here than even Lagos? And he said yes. Now, don't anyone get their knickers in a bunch.
It's
We
not a
don't know for
competition.
certain. It's not a competition. It's not an absolute statement. It's maybe a hunch, and it certainly doesn't mean one place is better than the other.
Yeah.
It's just we've seen more cafes here and food service places than anywhere else so far. It feels that way, anyways. It feels that way.
Yeah. And God forbid we say something about Kenya that's not positive. I mean, well, we'd never say anything not positive. It's just if something else is, if we like something else different, somebody's inevitably gonna be
In their feelings.
hurt. Yeah. But anyway, that's our place anyway.
Guys, let's just be honest. At the end of the day, it's like we love Africa, but we're saying that no place is perfect. And neither is the West.
Right.
Which is why we want to leave the West. There's no place perfect, but no place is above criticism.
No.
So you don't need to get all offended and defensive. There's no place that's perfect. And we're not saying anything negative, period. We're just making casual conversation. It's banter. So those of you in the comments that are taking offense, take a yoga class. Bring it down a few notches. There's nothing to be offended about, trust me.
Don't. It's not worth getting. It's not worth it. Nope. Anyway.
But yesterday, yeah, so we ended up topping up his SIM card. That was easy and effortless, thank God. And then on our way to Enrico, we actually saw a cafe that we had seen the other day called Gâteau, which is French for cake. So obviously...
Not the ghetto, but Okay.
So obviously, like French inspired, we assumed. And before walking in, we just took a minute outside. I don't know what we were doing exactly, but I peered in, guys, and I saw someone that I had seen in arguably the greatest vlog that we've seen done on Addis.
Oh, that was great.
PassportHeavy. His name is, is it Nate? It's Nate, right? His name is Nate. Yeah, so we're going to include the link to the PassportHeavy vlog if you've not come across it, because it's one of the best done vlogs. It's
in
recent.
Ethiopia. Yeah.
It's recent. It was well shot. They highlight some really cool places that a lot of tourists would be interested in seeing. And it also sheds Ethiopia in a beautiful and positive light. I loved it in a way that the Western media doesn't portray. So really well done vlog, short, easily accessible. Nate was one of the guys in the vlog, so we're going to just drop that in here. So much to our surprise, we saw Nate inside Gâteau.
And I was walking up, she was giddy looking at this guy.
I was like,
okay, who's she looking at?
yeah.
And then the guy was looking, she was looking, he was looking, and I was looking, and then he was like, I was like,
well, I did this.
yeah, she started
he's
waving.
he's like me?
Yeah.
I'm like,
And I was like, that guy looks familiar, but who is he? And she was like, that's the guy from PassportHeavy video. I was
yeah.
like, I still didn't remember, and I was like, oh, yeah. So then I was like, oh, okay, I remember this dude.
Yeah.
That was a weird moment because he was sitting there like doing work with this lady. They were like busy. He had his iPods in, and we totally interrupted him. We came in the door. We was like, "Hey man, sorry, nice
Yeah.
to see you. We saw you on YouTube." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry to bother you." The girl was looking. She was smiling on him. It was funny. It was just so weird. It was like a fan. She had the fangirl moment.
Yeah.
I was just like cool, calm, collected. I was like, yeah, what's up? I was like, hey man, what's going on?
He was cool and collected. I was giddy because it was like, this is someone who could, make some really great recommendations for us, especially since we decided to do this solo dolo now. We're not doing this with a tour guide. It was kind of like, oh my gosh, he'd be the perfect person to ask, like places to hit. Are there events that we can attend whilst we're here? Like he would be the person that's connected to the pulse, right? Because he's young, he's from the diaspora,
From London.
He's from London town, big up London, he's from Camden. And it seems like he would be a person that is just very in tune with what's happening and could connect people. He seems like one of those people, based, on what the little bit that I saw. So for me, it was exciting.
The most memorable thing that I remember him saying is, see all this construction going on, you may see the Chinese out here working, but everything's owned by black people.
Yeah.
You can't own anything out here if you're not Ethiopian.
Yeah.
As so it should be.
Yeah. So, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, bro.
Yeah, so after we greeted him and his colleague or his, whomever he was with, we sat down at our own table and we began to vlog. We did a little recap of day 3 for you guys. And whilst we were doing that, actually, we had breakfast first, and it was a delicious breakfast. I finally was able to have a salad, which was amazing. I had raw food.
It was nice.
He had a beautiful bagel, salmon, avocado. It looked
so
incredible. Some fries. I wanted to try, but again, the gluten, I couldn't. But his breakfast looked great. My breakfast was delicious as well. After we finished our breakfast, we started to vlog. And by that time, Nate had concluded his meeting and came by right as we were beginning to vlog. And if you've seen yesterday's vlog, you will have seen that he actually came in and we started to chat more. As we are hoping to connect with him. Actually, to be honest, guys, fingers crossed, we're really hoping to interview him.
We will. I'm gonna hit him up.
Inshallah.
We got his details.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him up today.
Because his story is really, it's again for people who are interested like us in making the transition from the West to here. What path did you take? What did you require? How long had you saved up? Without getting into like specific numbers or anything, but like what was it how long did it take you to be able to actually prep to make the move? When did you know you were ready to make the move? So hopefully we can ask him these questions because there are many of you out there in the West as well that are considering this, especially after the last 2.5 years. And so we want to be able to provide as much information as possible. Now, one thing we will say is that there is no one way to do this, to make the move. And I think everyone will say that.
100 different ways.
There's 100 different ways for everyone that's made the move from the West to the continent. They'll tell you that there is no roadmap, right? But it doesn't mean that we can't all gain something from like definite things that we shouldn't do, definite things that we should do. So there's still value in being able to take notes on how different people made their way here. So more to come on that. Then we left there and kind of just sauntered about this area. This area is called Mexico Square. We popped into, Ishé wanted us to go into that zebra gallery. I don't know if you guys saw a video of us being stopped on the street by two gentlemen who just were very friendly and approached us on Sunday morning, that family day, when the roads were all closed off. And we were trying to take a photo and they kind of came in. I don't know if that part made it into the vlog or not. But these two gentlemen... Yeah, okay. These two gentlemen approached us. They were really nice. They spoke English really well. And they invited us to come to their shops. Truthfully, when people do things like that, I kind of like, just being honest, put it in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
Because also, I'm not a shopper. Like, I'm not a fashionista. I'm not a shopper. I'm very upfront about that. But Ishé held on to that information and wanted to go. So we did, and man.
Yeah, they had everything. Everything that we would want to buy when we build, have our house.
When we get our condo here, we know where we're getting a lot of our art and furniture from. Pieces, very specific pieces. Again, you'll see the space and all of the beautiful like hand-carved pieces, masks to statues to chairs to paintings. I'm so glad we went. I don't know how we would have found that place had those two not come up to us.
Yeah,
how would we have found it? Because it was off the high street.
Yeah. There's when you do like searches for stuff, I think it might come up, but just in a regular like what we are doing, up and out, you wouldn't have seen it. Wouldn't even thought to go. So yeah, and those guys were really just like, we had so many experiences that, just talking to people out of the blue. There's another guy in the cafe. He said, I don't know, I guess, there's an interesting gentleman who spoke like 6 or 7 languages who's never been out of the country, I think.
Djibouti.
Yeah.
Perfect French. Perfect. Perfect
But he
English.
said he never went to school. He said he learned all from his friends.
As a native English speaker, would you say his English was perfect?
Yeah.
He was
yeah.
perfect.
I would think he was like, I was talking to him at the States.
Perfect.
There's people that live in the U.S. that still have a thick accent and can't really speak English that well. I mean, it's like that everywhere.
He's like Dr. Sebi. He never went to school, and therefore his mind was never
polluted.
Polluted and indoctrinated. No, but it's true. It's like, so he was very open to everything because school is what helps you. It's that system that kind of helps you to really discriminate, right? Like, this is right, this is wrong. Be for this political system, not for that. Be for this economic system, not for that, right?
You gotta choose a side.
That's what school does, right? Is it starts to tell you history and like who was right, who was wrong. So it's creating like discrimination, and some would call it discernment. But it creates a lot of division when you can really consider what the educational system does. It's not like it just teaches you about history in an unbiased way, unprejudiced way, where they allow you to sort of come to your own conclusion. No, they're telling you what to think. That's what education is now. Would you agree or disagree with that statement?
Yeah, I mean, it's there to teach you to work for someone.
And not to
create worker bees.
He was captured as well, right? Yeah, he said hello to the vlog.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
And then we met another guy, also sitting in there. He was just like, I don't know how we started talking. Like, hey, what's up? He's like, I used to live in Atlanta.
And DC.
And DC. He's like, yeah. So So we're from Washington,
Yeah.
D.C. area. Then we started talking, and we exchanged numbers and hit him up. I interviewed him too.
Yeah, because he, again, made the choice. He told us briefly that he came out here for a project and then chose not to go back 10 years ago.
Yeah,
So,
how was
yeah.
that? How
Yeah.
cool is that?
Why did you choose to stay? You know, what was better for you here versus in Atlanta?
Yeah. And he lived in 2 major cities.
2 major cities, 2 major black cities as well.
Yeah.
And Washington, D.C. being little Ethiopia, you know. But yeah, so again, interested in people's perspectives and why they made the move and how they feel post making the move. Any regrets? You know, so these are the things that we want to procure for you guys. Get people's honest sort of,
It's good finding people connected to the content.
yeah, but get people's honest like stories and feelings about coming here, being here, and whether they're happy that they made that choice. Because this helps us as well as we make our way towards this move in a few years' time. So that was a great morning. It ended up being
I
actually
inhaled
good
this
to the
whole
end.
thing.
You did.
Plate is clean. I can't believe it.
You could just.
Yeah, I might do that. I could get some more coffee.
Well, actually, you can have this.
Thank you.
It's tea and coffee. Esprit, guys. I didn't know what that was. I thought esprit, right? Am I pronouncing it incorrectly? Isn't esprit the juice, the tiered juice? Mango.
I remember
avocado,
ordering
something.
that.
Yeah, that's what I've always ordered in Gâteau and even at Romina. Esprit. Maybe it might be that my pronunciation is off slightly. I'm sure it is
Ooh, that's
because
strong.
we've never seen this
Ooh.
before. Come on, esprit. Did you want more honey? Do you want me to ask for some honey?
No, it's fine.
This, by the way, what ended up coming to the table instead of the fruit
Yeah.
juice is actually coffee and tea. So it's caffeine on caffeine.
So that would be Ethiopia, Nigeria, and Kenya.
Let's not even go there. Let's not.
Inside joke.
Let's not even.
Who drinks more coffee to you?
If you've been in the comments, you already know what this is about.
Come on, guys. Y'all gotta chill, man. Like, it's not that serious. That video is just something fun that somebody asked us to do. When somebody asks you to do something and you do it, you know, you just use your own parameters. But it wasn't. It's not a competition.
And one of you was
And
like,
nobody's hating on anybody. Like, we said countless times that we love both places. So, but anyway, I don't want to talk about that.
what's funny is that one of you even went so far as to say, why would you compare the two? We said it multiple times at the beginning of the video. Someone asked us to.
Yeah.
Like,
People
did you
listen.
pay attention?
People don't listen. I don't know if it's our accents or somebody's. I don't know, but it's like, did you actually watch the video, or did you just see the thumbnail and the title and decide to go in, or fast forward through most of it?
Yeah, we don't know. But anyways, let's
Yeah, I
finish.
mean, we don't. You know, you can't please everybody.
No, we certainly can't.
But again, the video wasn't to be antagonistic or attack anybody. It was just something fun based on our experience. And if you find yourself out in public and you run into a foreigner, you know, help make their experience, you know, nice. You know, like if you can. Not saying it's anybody's fault, but I'm saying like we all need to be ambassadors of our own countries, right?
Yeah.
To make a good impression on others. You know, if you see somebody that looks like they're lost, ask them, hey, are you lost? Because that's what somebody did to us the other day.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't know what gave it away. Was it this rap or the dreads? But this guy came to us, he's like, hey, you guys okay? You look kind of like you lost or whatever. And I was like, oh no, man, we good. Thanks, we appreciate it. He's like, okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
That's how you. That's like humanity. That's, you know, that is something.
Yeah.
That's the ambassador of your country. You know what I'm saying?
But also, again, no place is above criticism. And even though we are pro-continent, pro-Africa, and plan to move here, right, we also have to speak honestly about our experiences. And we also have to, you know, shine light not on the things that are negative per se, but that aren't perfect, that maybe need a little bit of tweaking. 'Cause how does it help us to ignore anything that's not? If we're just giving gleaming reviews of everything. Then how does that? Then basically we're saying that everything is perfect and nothing can be improved. But that's not true about any place.
Yeah.
So, in any case, continuing on with our vlog. So we Zebra Gallery. Day 3, we ended up there for a little while. We were really taken aback and impressed, I have to say, by the craftsmanship and the creativity and the innovativeness of Ethiopians and artists from Ethiopia. And we definitely look forward to, when we buy our condo here, furnishing it with a lot of timeless pieces from that particular place. So if you're here, have a look for it. Zebra Gallery. We'll include the signage here with their contact information. And then as we came back onto the high street, we ran into the other guy's shop because there was 2 men that stopped us. And both of them had their own shops, just meters apart, really, not very far from each other. One was on the high street and one was off the high street. We went into that shop as well, had a bit of a banter with that gentleman. He offered us some medicine. It was great. It was great. It was lovely.
Yeah, he was too cool.
Yeah, he was a cool guy. We took his information as well. So making friends has been really easy, if we're being honest, especially since we've been solo, I guess, because people see that we could use some help, some information, and they've been really kind in approaching us.
Yeah. We I mean, it's weird though. It's like one way we fit in. I mean, in one way, people think we're from here, but in another way, we're still different because they just see me as a Rasta man, Caribbean, Jamaican, or a Habesha. It's either one of the two, but there's a large community of Rastas out here, and we'll be going. We might hit up Shashamane. I don't know, maybe this trip, or definitely next time if we don't hit it up. But yeah, this is the birthplace. The whole inspiration of Rastafarianism, Ras Tafari, it's Ethiopian, so it makes sense, people just assume that I'm here and I'm Rasta. So, and then with you, I mean, I don't know if you're Ethiopian or Eritrean or foreigner or something. It's always funny. But in a good way.
You say something? Okay, so then when we finished off with that gentleman, we found a phenomenal souvenir shop on the high street. We had actually spotted it on Sunday, but our tour guide kind of ushered us past it quickly. She had ushered us past it for whatever reason. Did I see a fruit cup? Sorry, hold on a second, guys. Fruit juice, Salma? Fruit juice. Is he fruit and tayo? Yalla? Wala. And this is nice? Okay.
Yeah.
Coffee and tea, that's interesting, huh?
Hey, there's a good compromise. Just drink coffee and tea.
Actually, guys, I'm not mad at it. I can see how it works. Yeah. So we walked into the souvenir store that we weren't able to on Saturday because our tour guide moved us past it. She was, let's keep it moving, guys. But was wow. Like, wow. Again, amazing kaftans, amazing gabis and nuts. Gabis are like the heavy cotton blankets that we use at the home. The netzala is like what we wrap ourselves in. It's a scarf. They had those. They had like the nice do you call that? I want to call it a tuta jacket, like a sweat hat top, like a sweat top jacket, a sports jacket.
No, windbreaker.
Is that what that is? A windbreaker.
Oh, now
It's like part of a sweatsuit, but it doesn't come with the
top
bottom.
to a tracksuit.
Yeah, the top to a tracksuit with the Ethiopian colors, which is really nice. The beautiful traditional men's tops that we had that are made all from organic cotton and hand sewn, just like the Gabby's hand sewn that she was selling. The caftans are hand sewn, guys.
This was a nice shop. I wish we could film inside, but to protect the people who make the clothes, the weavers, she asked us not to film in there, which is totally appropriate. We're going to try to just film outside the next time, and then when we come out, we'll show you what we got.
Yeah, and you'll see us wearing this stuff.
The lady
we're
was
going
really nice, man. Really nice
she
lady.
was lovely. She was accommodating. Her stuff is so beautiful, guys. Like, truly, it's beautiful. It's well made, and it's so accessible. We won't go over the prices here, but I'll just say it's extremely accessible. So they've been in business for over 40 years. They have 2 locations, one which is primarily just antiques and furniture, which we've yet to see, but we'll definitely pop in next week. I want to have a look at that spot as well. So I would say support. I would say support her. It's a family business. The items are beautiful. And I don't know why our tour guide was insistent that we not shop there, but...
Because she didn't know that person, so she wasn't going to get a cut.
Yeah, but we're actually going to drop some serious cash. We're planning to shop there. We're really planning to shop there. So even though we didn't get a chance to take photos of the things that we're interested in, over time and throughout future vlogs, you'll see us wearing these pieces.
Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
So by this time, it was getting to be early afternoon, and we knew that we wanted to be home for the first time nice and early in order to be able to enjoy our evening. And Ishé was wanting Indian food. So at that point, we kind of walked down almost back to our house, right? Actually, no, we took a car from here, guys. We walked down because we're at Occasion Cafe and Bar, and all of these shops are literally around the corner. They're all 2 to 5 minutes away from here. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe 5 to 10 minutes away. But yeah, we called a car share from here. We paid a fair price.
Okay,
because now we know what actual price points are for cab fares.
Yeah, day 1 through 3. Oh no, day 1 through 2. So the first 2 days, we didn't really have a reference of economy. Like, we didn't know reference of prices, like what things should cost, especially like the transportation and like just buying stuff off the street. But we kind of did good with that. With we found water. We bought water off locals on the street, and we got like 6 of those big bottles for like 150 birr.
They're 2 liters.
2-liter bottles.
Yeah.
And what's 150 birr? It's like
$2.50 or something. It's under $3.
Yeah. So, but I was able. So once I got my SIM card and my internet package, I was able to download this ride app, and now we know like if we get cheated or not, if we get quoted under price. I mean, because like a lot of places, I don't think this happens in the U.S. though. Like, you got local prices and then foreigner prices or whatever.
It doesn't happen in the West, period, like throughout Europe, but that's because these places are so expensive already. They're not considered developing countries, so...
Yeah, everything's already expensive.
Yeah. It's like you go to a Starbucks, they're not going to give you a local price or a tourist price. You're all going to pay $6.
Yeah, but we understand, like, if I was in the area and I benefited, you gotta do what you gotta do, but sometimes, like, just honesty, like, I'm always just, like, appreciative when you give somebody some money and you obviously made a mistake, and they help you, they correct you, they're like, oh, you gave me too much, It's like, it shouldn't be a surprise because people should do that naturally, but when it happens, it's like, oh, okay, thank you.